Now this one seems easy, that you just strike the both of them, but it really isn't. There's a little bit going on here. What I need to do is I need to flick down with this and have a sort of a circular motion with my hand. I don't just want to strike straight in. Okay? It has to drag toward me, and it also has to have that twist, as you saw me tap earlier on the lower ribs. Okay? The punch coming down, the punch has to drop in. If I just come in straight with the punch, what's going to happen is the whole body and the jaw is going to move. What I want to do is I want to take this nerve that's here, and I actually want to stretch it and then poke it. So as I strike, I'm going to come in with a twisting type of an action. Again, showing you the transfer of energy on the hands. And it's merely going to hit, and it's going to look like the same time, but it's not going to be. This is going to come in first. Because if I hit at the same time, as he sees this coming in, he's probably going to flinch away from it. Okay? Bringing the head into a very awkward position for me to get an accurate strike. But what happens is when I tap the head this way, the head will lift up. That will stretch right in through the jaw. Now there's a very important thing you've got to know about knockouts on the head especially. When you do knockouts on the head, you need to make sure that you stretch the sternocleidoid mastoid muscle. Okay? It has to be twisted, it has to be rotated in one direction or another. If you're striking to the back of the head, obviously you can't do this because there's too much bend into the neck, so you have to get it bent forward. But the more pressure you put on the sternocleidoid mastoid muscle and all the nerves that go in there, the better the knockout's going to be. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap to make the head jerk, stretch out the sternocleidoid mastoid muscle, and then transfer in. So just keep your jaw a little tight. Now that was a little bit more of a dynamic knockout. Now if you saw this done on tape 3-2, you'll see that affected the person pretty much the same way. Because what I'm doing is I'm striking two cranial nerves. It's a very powerful technique. Okay, a headache on that side? Okay. Now, this is one of the miracles, I think, of Kyusho. It's not really impressive to not hit someone and knock them down. The impressive thing is to take pain away from the person. This is the healing aspects that I mentioned before. Now, I'm going to go through a quick headache revival. I'm not going to explain it because we're going to do that in a later video for more quality and more detail. Okay? But what I need to do is, just like fooling the body with the Kyusho strikes, is I'm actually putting pressure in to the person's head to cause more pain. And then I'm going to draw the pain out. And what that does is it's almost like you're working with a clogged sink. You take a plunger and you use the plunger in one direction and it doesn't pull the clog. What I need to do is go in two directions to unclog it. Good? Still good? Okay, excellent. Now what's really amazing, okay, is the headache was delivered in 1 second, obviously. Okay? The relief was delivered in 30 seconds. Okay? If you have a headache, okay, it doesn't matter whether it's Kyusho related or not. If you just have a regular headache and you take an aspirin, it takes what, 20 minutes for it to even kick in, if it kicks in at all. Okay? Plus you've put in a foreign substance in your body that eats away at your stomach lining. Okay? Drugs are not the answer. Okay? These pressure points, as we're going to see in some of the upcoming videos, are used for healing. And what's remarkable about it is as quick as you can do the technique is as quick as you have the relief, whether it be from headache, asthma, nausea, a whole bunch of ailments that plague our society, okay, and human nature. So again, Kyusho has two folds, okay, the healing and the hurting.